Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to FPL Don't Panic. Little unscheduled one. Yeah, just to quote the IT crowd, did you see that ludicrous game last night? Classic episode. If you haven't seen it, go find it, watch it. One of the funniest fucking things ever, particularly if you like your football. That was a ludicrous game. What's my story behind this game? I didn't even have Virgil starting. Because I was pretty sure Liverpool were going to concede 2 or 3 goals. I got that one right. I actually had Van Heck in my starting lineup at roughly 3 a.m. this morning, but I woke up at 3 a.m. just have a quick listen to any sort of deadliney stuff that was going on. There was nothing that I caught was particularly serious, but I thought, fuck it, I'll just put Virgil in, get up and watch the game in the morning over me coffee. I'm very glad I did that. Didn't start out too well. Clean sheet wiped out fairly quickly. And of course he got the equaliser. I thought, yeah, little 7 point. Oh, he's in for a little bonus point there as well. Nice. And then obviously Liverpool proceeded to concede. My internet froze. I thought, that's that. I went and made myself a coffee. This is only a little while ago. Made myself a coffee. Thought, I might do a little video. Just hit refresh on my phone. Fuck me, he's got another goal. So I just had a quick go, went back and had a quick look at that. So out of the jaws of chaos. Can't complain about that for a start to the game week. But is this a taster of what's to come? Sometimes the first game in a game week, not always, of course, sort of sets the tone. Is this we're going to see 5 and 6 goal games, or is this a game week where defenders go bonkers and get a few goals? I don't know. Just often find that first game of game week sets some sort of a tone. So certainly, if that does set the tone for defenders getting goals, and it is the reason I did put the captain's armband on Gabriel. One is a little bit of a differential. I'm not too sure how big a differential that is. Actually, I can actually check that. In fact, I think. Give me a second. What's just on FPL Hub. Jesus, the phone is going off this morning. It's Saturday. Better not be work stuff. Yeah, I've been back on the job this week. First full week of work in about 2 years. And you know what? It's actually been good. I've had a very, very disrupted life the last year or two. I've got to log in and do all that. I suspect Gabriel captaincy. I'm not going to go through a login process. I suspect the Gabriel captaincy, if it comes off, of course, could be good. Right, why do I go with Gabriel in the end? I just think set pieces. I can see the clean sheet. There's the pathways to points. There's obviously the clean sheet, which is there is no such thing as a lock-in clean sheet in the Premier League. But if there ever was going to be a lock-in, you'd think this is the one with Arsenal home to Burnley. So hopefully there's the clean sheet points. Hopefully there's the couple of appearance points. Are there going to be any DEFCONs there? You'd have thought not, but Gabriel did get DEFCON the last time that Arsenal played Burnley, but it was more for the fact that I do expect Arsenal to pin Burnley back, and I do expect there's going to be a lot of corners, and I do expect that Saka's going to be taking those, and obviously Declan Rice. So I have kept Rice. I didn't upgrade Rice to Saka. I just think there's a decent chance of 1 or 2 attacking returns potentially from Gabriel in this one. So really, I'm not saying it's a Hail Mary. I think we're past the point of Hail Marys at this point in time. But certainly would like to get a decent rank rise, and certainly the move to put Virgil in, and I'm pretty sure it was Van Heck I had in there instead of Virgil. That paid off. One of my few punts that has paid off this season. So pretty happy with that. But oh my God, Liverpool are fucking atrocious. They really are. Absolutely awful. Villa do look better. Villa do look better. They're just such a better team. They've got McGinn in that team. I had a little thought about McGinn when he came back in, actually, because he does pop in with the odd goal and the odd assist, and he's actually been doing quite well the last 5 or 6 game weeks. And I'll tell you who's been doing fantastically well. And I definitely spoke about him, and it was definitely 5 or 6 game weeks ago. And Watkins is he was still up there in that sort of top 4, 5, 6 attackers. Watkins always finds a way, whatever it is, every bloody season. And his last 5, 6 game weeks, and this really is off the top of my head, I think he's had a 9-pointer, a 9-pointer, a 12-pointer. He must end up on about 12 points today, I assume. He always finds a way, and it's back end of the season. And I think this is some of the stuff I'll be looking at when I'm doing my revised and improved spreadsheet to track DEFCON and stuff that, etc., etc., etc. When I build this out over the break before next season, one of the things I'm definitely going to look at is where are those periods in time where players hit form. Watkins is a back end of season man. Really has, season after season. Haaland is a first half of season man. Don't know. Much to think about as we, as I said, my head is most definitely in next season already. There's no question about it. I am officially on the beach, so I'm just trying to have a bit of fun with it. That's the putting Virgil in, even though I did actually expect Liverpool to score to concede 2 or 3 goals. Virgil could and should have had 2 goals last week as well. And as I said, mentioned in the spreadsheet there, a game week or so back, I'm surprised he's still ticking along at a 5 or 6 point average for me when he feels like he's been awful. But yeah, again, he's a player that does somehow find a way to come in with a massive points haul at the end of the season. And Liverpool, let's make no bones about it, have been atrocious. Is Slot going to survive? If I was in charge, he'd be gone. But actually, no. I'm a Man United fan. No, keep him. He's magnificent. He needs time. He needs more time. He's doing good things there. You can see what he's trying to do. You can see the patterns of play starting to develop. It's just that people don't actually know what the fuck they're doing. What else did I do? What else did I do before deadline? The other one, I brought in Dewsbury Hall. It was with great reluctance I transferred out Anderson. That one could definitely come and bite me on the bum. Absolutely, that one could bite me on the bum. But I fancy Dewsbury Hall to do something at home to Sunderland. And with Forest officially on the beach is Anderson's, because he did get a rest there some game weeks back. I think they still had Europe at the time though when that did happen. He's probably not going to get a rest, and he's probably going to punish me. But I like the Dewsbury Hall punt for that home fixture, and Everton are obviously fighting for European places, so they have something to play for. So yeah, that is what it is. Rest of the team, loads of worries in there. The Liverpool, the City trio, I've kept them in there. I've got good bench cover, but the problem is obviously, if they don't start just coming on for 30 minutes or just a few minutes at the end, nothing we can do about it at this stage. So I'll just have the one transfer going into 38. Anything else of note in there? Yeah, it's going to be what it's going to be. It's going to be what it's going to be. Little rank rise this morning, obviously, but means absolutely nothing at this stage. Classic FPL. I think Rodgers must have been one of the most transferred out players for this game week 37. I know a few people that transferred him out. It's classic FPL. It is absolute classic FPL. He has done nothing for weeks and weeks and weeks. He's sold en masse, and then he comes in with that as a goal and assist. Must be some bonus in there as well. Watkins as well. I suspect a few might have been transferring him out for to get Szoboszlai in. I swear to God, I think one of my tactics next year is just going to be just to have one spot in the team with a reasonable amount of money around it, and just whoever's the most transferred out player each week, have a tactic of buying him. Because it just isn't it incredible the amount of times that happens and backfires. Who the hell did I see? One of the other FPL content creators just been saying for weeks, I hate him, I hate him, I hate him. Didn't transfer him out. Transferred him out this week. Who was it? Pricey or I can't remember. It was one of them. But I'm looking forward to seeing his video later on today, if he makes one. It's just classic FPL. It really, really is. I'm just having a little waffle this morning over my coffee, guys. I hope you're all wherever you are in the world. UK, I would imagine mostly. Yeah, getting ready for bed. Obviously, FA Cup final tomorrow. Tomorrow for you guys. What is it for me this evening in the early hours of the morning? So that's going to be interesting to see how that goes. Yeah, we'll see how this team goes for the rest of the game week. I honestly don't care at this stage. Yeah, if I got a couple of 100,000 rank rise, I'd obviously be very, very happy. But equally, I could end up with minus 200,000, 300,000, be dropping back towards the 1 million mark. Let's just have a little bit of fun with it at this stage. And talking about having fun, we're nearly at the end. Very, very quick look at how I'm set up for the next game week. Game week 30. Oh God, I blocked myself there. I'm having massive problems with my screen at the moment. Give me a second. I might have to bear with me. We'll do it. We'll skin the cat a different way. Yeah, screen keeps freezing for some reason. Yeah, that's what we look like for game week 38. And of course I can't see it because my computer is seriously, I don't know what is going on at the moment. No, not working. Okay, I just have to move close to the screen. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do, to be honest with you. The team actually looks reasonably okay. The big worries are, of course, going to be for all of us, who is going to be on the beach. If City do drop points to Bournemouth, there's going to probably be massive rotation there. If Arsenal have the league wrapped up, there could be massive rotation there. Who's a 100% starter in the team? I think Raya would play whatever goes on, but I've always got Verbruggen to come off the bench if for any reason they decide to give him a rest. I think Virgil's just going to be okay just by virtue of who the hell else have they got to put in that absolutely atrocious defence. So I think he'd be okay. O'Reilly would, I think, be pretty high risk if the title's wrapped up. Gabriel could be high risk as well, obviously with the Champions League final and stuff to come. Bruno, I think, will be fine. Cherki, yeah, definitely a risk whether the title's wrapped up or not. I think at the moment you just don't know what Pep's going to do there. Rice, yeah, probably high risk if the title's wrapped up. Certainly limited minutes, I would imagine. Dewsbury Hall, I think, will be okay. Haaland, hard to say. Haaland will want to play regardless of whether the title is wrapped up or not, particularly if the golden boot is on the line. But Pep's not going to give a shite about that. He'll be just thinking protecting his players and whatever. But I think Haaland probably will be okay. Bowen, I think he'll play whatever happens. But hopefully West Ham are still fighting for their lives, and similarly Thiago should be good because Brentford, obviously trying to qualify for Europe. Brighton again on the bench there, Van Heck should be good. Alderete I think would be okay, even though Sunderland are technically on the beach. And Odango again, I think his place should be okay, with Brentford, fighting to be as high as they can in the table to get a decent European spot. I don't know. Just have to see how this game week goes and who looks as though they're going to be very, very high rotation risk. Hopefully West Ham, Liverpool, and Arsenal have all got something to play for the last game week 38, and I think that's what's going to drive it. If it isn't, that's how I'll line up with back three: Gabriel, O'Reilly, and Virgil. Bruno, Cherky, Rice and Dewsbury Hall midfield, Haaland, Bowen and Thiago up front. One transfer which I'll use somewhere, no idea where I'll use that. That will obviously depend on who's likely to be on the beach and where there might be some goals. You know, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of beach football. Nothing wrong with a little bit of beach football. If you get two right teams, then you can make sure you have players going out, because there can be goals in them. Now, I'm not saying that was beach football this morning, but Liverpool and Villa were kind of pretty much assured already of Champions League places. You know, there was a bit on the game, obviously, to make it 100% certain. But there can be goals in beach football. Remember, I talked about, you know, I've seen a few of them down the years, but the one that always springs to mind is that that Man United, that for Alex Ferguson's last game in charge of United, actually, that 5-5 with Leicester. It was classic beach football stuff. Love to catch one of those. 4-2 this morning. Catch one of those. Have the right attacking players in place, but players that will definitely play. That have got something to play for. Don't know. Stories for another day, guys. Stories for another day. Let's see how this game week unfolds. In the meantime, yeah, that was a little bit of a Saturday morning waffle, as it is here in New Zealand. It is a very, very chilly day out there, but nice clear blue skies. So I think I'm going to drink my coffee, get myself organised, might get my tennis gear together and go out and have a little hit of tennis, and then we'll see what the rest of the day unfolds. How are you guys getting on this game week so far? There's some really, really good scores in there already. I just had a quick look, and some of you have got Rodgers and Watkins and Virgil. So when it refreshes, I'll have a quick scan through there. But I think there's going to be a few already, 18, 19, 20 pointers, which always goes to show as well. I've always got this aversion to have... Sorry, I'm off on a nice little waffle this morning. I've always got this aversion, haven't I, and it has cost me. You know, when I've seen, oh yeah, I've got 2 Man United, and I've got... Liverpool, whatever the hell, you know, 2, 3 or 4 players from the same team. I'll have a look later, but I think if you had the right 3 or 4 from that game, you could probably be on about 60 or 70 fucking points already for this game week. And I know there's certainly going to be a few, I think, unless you've transferred players out. So I know a few of you had Watkins and Rodgers and Virgil, you know, so there could easily be a few there already in the 2025s already. And if anyone was brave enough to captain any of those. I don't think anyone was, but Jesus, you know. Again, something to think about. The right game, they're going to have goals. Nothing wrong with having 2 or 3 players in it, maybe more. Take care, have fun, play your own game, don't panic. Sorry for the waffle. I'll catch up with you over the rest of this weekend as this game week unfolds. See you lot soon. Bye for now.